Good morning. Oh, it is Sunday, November 9th. We were playing the puzzles together. Yeah, yesterday was fun. Yesterday was very fun. We got together with quite a bit of extended family and got a fun family photo shoot done. It was neat. We went a little farther out. It was about an hour away from our house, but beautiful, beautiful location. It was kind of on a hill, and the sun was just coming down, so we saw the sun through the trees. It was really, really beautiful. And I usually stay quiet if I'm talking to other photographers, about what I do. I don't want to throw them off or make them nervous or anything. And so it came up in conversation. My sister-in-law, she said, something about the camera and composition. She's got an eye for it. And the photographer said, you seem like you know what you're talking about. And it was more or less like, a lot of us know what we're talking about. And I said, yeah, I teach photography. And she was like, what? You're supposed to tell me that at the end of the shoot, not during. Now I'm nervous. I said, no, don't be nervous. I don't, you're doing awesome. You're doing great. It was just really funny because I usually don't tell people for that very reason. And then she went, oh no, I'm nervous now. Being in the presence of another photographer, I don't know. I guess I have a funny like theory about photography, but I really don't see photography as competitive, right? You get out in the field and my work's going to be better than yours. No. You've got your client that hired you. I've got my client that hired me. It's different. It's not a you versus me. In fact, I'd love to learn from you, and you would probably love to learn things from me, right? And so it's very, very non-competitive. In fact, we're all out making art, and sure, you get paid for that art by a client, but you're making art, so don't forget that. It was very fun, but it was very cold. In fact, this is the shirt I was wearing, but you can see it is fairly thin. It's not super thin, but it was short sleeve. And I don't know why, but I was like, oh, I'm fine walking out the door. Because, of course, later or earlier in the day, you're like, oh, yeah, that's totally fine. But then later in the day, you're like, why have I worn this? I should have worn a coat or an overcoat or something. All of my kids had coats. They planned ahead, I guess. But here I am just like shivering between takes. So it's kind of funny. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, I suppose. All right. Well, good. A couple of new faces looks like. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. As you can see in my graphic there, we play the connections puzzle, which we're about to do. I'm going to hit play in just a sec here. And then we play the mini crossword, the Wordle, the Strands, and then the letterbox. It's awesome. Super fun. We do this every day, every single day. In the weekends, I do it in the morning, and then during the weekdays, I do it just right when I get home from school. I'm a school teacher, and this is just what I do every day. So if you like it, give it a like. Consider subscribing, because it'll show up in your feed like a podcast, and you can just click and listen along. All right, so I see Noodle, Mirror, Cronut, Muse, Compact, Cranium, Reflect, Tweezers. I think I see one already. Puffin Stuff. Who was Puffin Stuff? That's a name. I forget. It's a character. Dense, Brush, Tight, Deliberate, Lunar, Thick, and Nail File. Okay. Well, there's Noodle and Cranium. Wasn't it like HG Puffin Stuff or something? It's two letters. I remember that. To reflect and to mirror. Or to muse as a verb. Thick, dense, compact, about tight? Okay, packed. Oh, there's one that's even easier than that. Okay. I may have clicked on it already, too. Muse, nail file, cronut. Like a cruller donut. Hey, Sean Marco, good morning. Purple be purplin', huh? They love that category so much. Oh, no. Another one. To reflect, to mirror, to muse, like to mimic. Lunar. Well, I would have said tweezers, nail file, brush, and compact, but compact's already guessed, so maybe I saw the red herring after the fact. Cranium. These have got to be one of them. To muse, to mirror, to reflect, and then what? To deliberate? I'm going to shuffle them. Lunar. Lunar calendar. Lunar eclipse. Nail file. Nail file is it has a texture to it, ridges. Oh, is this things with ridges on it? Cronut kind of has ridges, like a cruller and a donut. Cranium has cran like cranberry in it. Tweezers are long and skinny. Noodles are long and skinny. A brush is long and skinny. I guess a nail file is long and skinny. Should we guess that? No. Oh, shoot. It's one away. What is Puffin Stuff? Isn't that somebody's last name? No, it's still one away. So Noodle had to be in there, and we take something else out. Shoot. I guess I need one. Yeah, I guess I need a clue. Because I'm kind of painted into the corner here. I feel like to muse, to reflect, and to mirror definitely go together. Salon stuff. Yeah, I know that. A nail file, a brush, pair of tweezers. Oh, and a mirror. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. A mirror. Because I kept, discrediting that one because I thought it belonged to the other one to reflect to oh my gosh. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . to deliberate, to reflect. But now if to mirror is in the other category, then I don't know what. To muse, to think about, to noodle, I don't know. That was the red herring. Okay. I got nothing. Noodle is in your head. Cranium like your head. But I don't know where else to go with that. Your cronut? I don't know. I literally have no idea. The ponder was correct. I thought you said that was the red herring. To deliberate, to muse, to reflect. None of these are, the rest aren't verbs. To noodle? To noodle. Ah. Boo. To ponder, to noodle? No way. No way. Nope. Nope. I would never in a million years say I was noodling to ponder something. No. Absolutely not. Big thumbs down. Big thumbs down for that one. Starting with bird homophones. Bird homophones? Cranium? Oh, like a crane. Crow, like cronut. Lunar. Oh, a loon. And then puffin. Puffin stuff. You did know that? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's never heard of that? Packed. Compact, dense, thick, and tight. Personal grooming items. Brush, mirror, nail file, and tweezers. See, I saw mirror as a way to deliberate or to muse or to reflect. You're thinking. It's a thinking process. You muse something. You bounce ideas off of yourself to deliberate. I don't know. Hang on. Am I really the only one here? To noodle is a more casual, informal way of thinking about something playfully or without a clear goal. With to ponder, thinking deep. Yeah, see, when you're pondering something, you're deeply considering it. Noodling is a more casual thinking, I guess. I don't know. I've never even heard of it in that sense, so I don't know. It's not doing it for me. Not doing it for me. Another thing is, as a musician, to noodle is to play music without any kind of clear goal. You're just kind of playing whatever notes, just goofing around. That's called noodling. Starting with bird homophones. Crane for cranium, crow for cronut, loon for lunar, and then puffin stuff. Now remind me what puffin stuff was. HR puffin stuff. See, I'm not making that. I said HG puffin stuff, like H.G. Wells. HR puffin stuff. I knew it was two letters. Living island. Trying to help Jimmy, shipwrecked and led to their island. Yeah, I remember that face. That was a deep one out of the recesses of my childhood. I remember that one. All right, the mini crossword. Croat, Croat or Bulgarian. Somebody from that region is, I don't know, we'll come back. No limit, Texas Hold'em, poker variety. Proof you weren't part of the crime. They love using that word too, alibi. Or is it alibi? Is it alibi? I don't know. We'll come back. I might need to change that. Roll around in the morning. Roll around. Like just a donut. It is available in the morning, yes. Purchase price. It's your sale price, your maybe cost. I don't know. I might need to change all of this. Oh, because that does not work. I wonder if this last one is wrong. Thick piece of concrete. Slab. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. This is a Slav. Slav. Light purple. How about lily? Old buddy, old pal, amigo. Amigo. Has good chemistry with. Vibes with. Oh, wait. That is right. It was lilac. Lean to one side. How about tilt? Oh, come on. I hit the wrong letter. Tilt. There. A couple of goofy mistakes there, but that's all right. I know they love their birds. Somebody at the New York Times, somebody like the cubicle next door, is an ornithologist. They're just a bird watcher, and then every morning when they walk by, they're like, "Oh, let's add another category of birds. Tell us more." So a Croat or a Bulgarian is a Slavic countries. No limit Texas Hold'em is a poker variety where you can bet your shirt. If there's a limit on it, then you can only go so much when you go all in. You're not actually all in, you're only that much. But no limit, you put everything in. Proof you weren't part of the crime, alibi. So it's A-L-I. At first I said A-L-A. No, I said A-L-I, and then I was like, maybe it's an A. And then I second-guessed myself. Roll around in the morning. Roll around in the morning. A bagel. I love it. I actually love bagels. Between a bagel and a donut, I would go for the bagel every time. Purchase price, the cost. That's what I said. Thick piece of concrete, a slab. Light purple, lilac. At first I said lily with 2 L's at the end. No, it's not that. Old buddy, old pal, amigo. Has good chemistry with. They vibe with. He vibes. Lean to one side, to tilt. Cool. I don't know if this is true, but all connections with birds as a category are created personally by Wina herself. Maybe. Alright, we are still in hard mode. I actually don't mind hard mode. I think it's actually a little bit easier. It's kind of like bowling with the bumpers up. What about strap? No help at all. Okay. Bound. That's a non-intersecting word. Okay, a little bit of help. We got a U. Oh, boy. So we have to use a U from now on. There's one. Flume. I think that was a word in the crossword yesterday or the day before. F-U... F-L-U-M-E. Let's try that. But U is in the same place. I just thought of a word. But it did get... Wow. Okay. F, so it could be F-U something something E. Or it could be F something E. I'm leaning more towards putting it at the beginning. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. A fugue. Isn't that how you spell fugue? I think that's how you spell fugue. Let's go. Oh my gosh. That's wild. I'm going to take a screenshot of that too. Look, it's like symmetrical. That is so funny. Symmetrical answer. That's so wild. A couple of lucky guesses too. I start with strap, that didn't help. Bound gave us U in the zero, or in the middle. Why did I say zero? And then I know why I said it in the zero. That's so funny. It looks like a photography meter with the plus side and the minus side, and then zeros in the middle. That's so funny. Is that how my brain is wired? Yeah, today's word is evil. This is an evil word. I got it in 4. I got pretty lucky. But I said flume, which maybe was a dumb one because it had the U still in the middle. But it did absolutely crack the top off of this because F was at the beginning, E at the end. And I'm like, okay, so what if it goes at the beginning? No, what if it goes at the end? Ugh. And then I had it at the beginning. Thinking, what on earth is this going to be? Looking at the letters left, and I'm like, wait a minute. I know this word. This is an ugly word, fugue. Right? It's a piece of music, classical music. There's a specific type of classical music called a fugue. Fugue. Hang on, I'll look it up. I'll tell you exactly. Next to H.G. Puffin stuff. Fugue music. Fugue is a contrapuntal polyphonic musical composition where a principal theme or subject is systematically imitated by multiple voices. Oh, right. They kind of like cascade over each other. I know which one we're talking about. Yeah, I did take music theory. Music theory was my favorite AP course. It was my only AP course, so it had to be my favorite. But I did love it. A fugue. Yeah, multiple voices kind of cascade over each other. Not like a round, just like I'll say it, then you say it, and then he says it, and then she says it, back and over and over and over. A fugue. Yeah, nice. Okay, and then we play Strands. And we've been flying through Strands, 124-day streak. That's cool. How enchanting. How enchanting. Is this about... What's enchanting? Fairy tales? Something's enchanting. If I'm not sure, at first I like looking at corners. Didn't that look like the word symphony? It looked like a symphony. I see the word ensure. It's not part of it. Phone? How enchanting, it says. Breath. Oh, wait. To captivate. Okay, how enchanting. Oh, I'm captivated. Something's breathtaking. Enchanting. I was going to say entrancing, maybe. To dazzle. There's a Z over there. Charmed. Charmed, I'm sure. That's funny. Captivate. Hypnotize. Okay. 3 out of 5. That means these are 2 giant words. To entrance. There we go. To spell bind. Spellbind. These are verbs you don't hear every day. To spellbind. Yeah, we actually did that one pretty short order. We didn't need hints or anything. To entrance, to hypnotize, to captivate, and to spellbind. Charmed, I'm sure. I have a coworker in somewhat of a leadership position. Not an admin or anything, just a leadership position that we joke has the power to hypnotize, but not in a good way. He'll start talking and just go and go and go, and then before you know it, everyone is just kind of in a meeting, you know. And one time, my wife was in a meeting with. She just so happened to be, you know, as part of a member of the community, and this coworker of mine that's in a leadership position got up and started talking, and afterwards she was like, I don't remember what I said. It was almost like I was hypnotized. And I just started laughing. I said, yep, that's what he does. That's what he does best. He hypnotizes us. So anytime we have a meeting where he gets on the stage or you know, he's going to say something, I kind of go, oh boy, okay, stay, you know, it's like, stay open, stay awake, stay awake. I bet you have coworkers like that just go and go and kind of say nothing. They speak in circles. It's funny. All right. Not that one. I pushed the wrong button there. Okay. So we're trying to solve in 4 words for the letterbox today. I see R, L, and I, H, T, and V, G, and P, and C on the bottom, E, A, and D. Okay, so no ED words. We do ER words. T, I, there's no O, there's no N. There's no S. Oh, it's relegate, isn't it? We can't do that on the I, the L-I. I was afraid it was the I. Okay, there's also an H that we need to get rid of, and a V. So we could do CH words. Or we could do H by itself. Oh, I was going to also tell you. So remember, I said a couple days ago I found out that I'm not sick, but my throat is now damaged. So I'm still coughing even though I'm not sick. My son actually had a similar thing beginning of the year. It was not fun to go through. But somebody offered or like recommended this Chinese medicine that has like dong quai in it or something. It's really good. It's not a medicine. It's more just like a cough drop, really. Um, in fact, the English translation says something green candy English or candy. It says candy in it, right? It's like it's a candy. So I'm taking it, and it does really help my throat. It really soothes my throat. You heard that, I was kind of sputtering at the beginning, but now I'm doing just fine because I'm sucking on one of these. But it's pretty good. I'll have to bring it into the studio, the label, so you can see what it is. And usually they're like $15 on Amazon. And I was literally just at the supermarket yesterday after a photo shoot, and I just so happened to come across a whole box of them for 99 cents each. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, they were on clearance, people trying to get rid of them. I was like, no, I need that. It was the exact thing that was recommended. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, and it really does soothe my throat. It's been nice just yesterday to today, and it really just calms down my throat. All right, so what are we doing with this we could do pH too. Or GH, I suppose. Draperies. Draper is a word, apparently. But not a lot of options once we get back, because there's not an RI. There is an RE or an RA, I guess. That's our only three vowels, E, I, and A. How about this word? Archival. I love that word. I teach that word to my photography students. We talk about the workflow of photography. You want to make a backup copy. You want to make an archival copy. Legit. That was the legitness. If we could do ED, I guess that's traped, not trapped. Trapes. If there was an S, we could say trapsed. Oh, and A and D are on the same side. Trade. There. And we'll just do paid. How about that? Okay, 4 words. We had to do it in 4. We did it in 4. Archival. The L led to legit. The T led to trap, and the P led to paid. How did they solve it yesterday? Exfoliating and gum. Didn't we say gum? I feel like we said gum. I said exaltation. And then gum, I think, was one of them. But exfoliating, wow. Exaltation, exfoliating, both EX words. So I suppose we were on the right track, right? Exfoliating. Nice. Well, we're going to recap all our answers. We started with, the connections puzzle. We worked all our way to the mini crossword, the Wordle, the Strands, and then we played Letterbox. If you like what you see so far, give this video a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day. And can't wait to see you again. So let's recap our answers. Let's do the connections. So the green category was packed, compact, dense, thick, and tight. The yellow category, I needed a nudge on this one. Personal grooming items, a brush, nail file, and tweezers. And mirror, I thought mirror maybe went with muse, right? To mimic something, to muse, to mirror, to reflect, right? A mirror reflects. That's why I got caught up in that one. But no, to ponder, to deliberate, to muse, to reflect. And then my huge thumbs down was to noodle. Now, if you're going to ponder something, you're going to think deeply on it, right? To noodle is to like very lightly, not even thinking twice about it kind of thing. Yeah, I gave that one my poo-poo, my thumbs down. Did not like that one. And then starting with bird homophones, crane for cranium, cronut for crow, lunar for loon, and then puffin stuff for puffin, like this guy right here, you might remember from your childhood, called HR Puffin Stuff. Do you remember that one? Yeah, even just that face. You remember that face. You go, oh my gosh, I remember this guy. And the like very, very, like, that is straight out of childhood right there. Dressed like the giant collar, dressed like the 70s, dressed like the 80s. I love it. Actually, when was it? 1970. There you go. 1970. That's awesome. Puffin stuff. Okay. A Croat or a Bulgarian is a Slav. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change that. It matters. It matters, guys. Matters to who? I don't know. Somebody's going to throw a stink if I forget to change my graphic, though. So, Slavs. These are Slavic countries. No limit, Texas Hold'em. How much are you allowed to put in when you go all in? No limit. Proof you weren't part of the crime, let's say. An alibi. I thought it said to roll around in the morning. No, it is a roll around in the morning. A bagel. I could go for a bagel right now. I love bagels. A little cream cheese, a little salmon. Capers. A little dill. Sign me up. Sign me up. Purchase price, the cost. Thick piece of concrete, a slab. Light purple lilac. Old buddy, old pal, amigo. Has good chemistry with. Vibes. We have vibes. That's actually why my jazz workshop got together. We were in another workshop, and we're play. It's kind of a rotating cast of characters as we go play. And it just so happened that the couple of us were there that night, and we vibed. We vibed really well. The chemistry was just right on. And the piano player, singer, she was like, hey, let's meet separately. And we split off from this other workshop and became this quartet. One of our guys, the bass player, has since been... He retired. He actually retired from work, too, and just wanted to travel with his wife and stuff, which is fine. But we found another bass player, and he's awesome. He is also retired, but he retired to get into playing the bass. And so we have one guy that retired, the other retired, and now he's in the band because he retired. It's kind of funny. But we all have very good chemistry. We have vibes. Absolutely. We have vibes. To lean to one side, to tilt. Tilting. Yeah. Okay, and then we played the mini crossword. I took a screenshot of it because it's symmetrical. Isn't that funny? Made a cool pattern. I tried strap, which was no help. Bound, which only gave us the U, right in the middle. And I said right in the 0. It does kind of look like a like a camera meter, right? So I said 0. That's funny. The F is the oh, look at that. F and E like full and empty, like on your gas. What do you call that? The gas gauge. Flume. Flume gave us the F and the E. I could have guessed something smarter. I don't know what, but having the U right in the middle still was redundant, you know. And then I said fugue. Fugue is a type of choral music where the different voices say the same thing, but at different times they kind of cascade over each other. It's kind of interesting. Fugue. Cool. And then the Strands puzzle today. How enchanting. Charmed, I'm sure. So to entrance, to hypnotize, to spellbind, and to captivate. That was cool. Good words. Good words. And then we are just recapping our letterbox puzzle, right? We played archival. Love that word, archival. And then L for legit, and then T for trap, and then P for paid. Cool. Yeah, like I said, if you like what you see, give this video a like, consider subscribing, and I'll come up into your feed every day. Some people just, listen to it in the background. Some people intently watch, like you saw Gianmarco was, helping me out and playing around with the puzzles. The only one that I'm really I want to do this on my own is the Wordle. I don't want to have somebody just kind of spoon feed me the answer. I want to struggle through that one. All the others, maybe you've done the puzzles before, or you have you want to do the puzzles with me. Callie loves coming on doing the puzzles with me. I love that. Yeah. So anyway, you guys are amazing. Thanks for an awesome stream. This was really fun, and I will catch you on the next one. See you guys.